You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Y&R fans, Belinda here. And one of the actors in the Kyle, Claire, and Summer storyline just revealed that this plot is about to get really wicked. In fact, nasty was the word that they used to describe it. Let's dive into what's coming and what we can expect to see with this new info from behind the scenes at Young and the Restless. And hey, click that subscribe button if you're not following us. We really appreciate you supporting the channel. Let's dive in. So the person spilling this tea is none other than Michael Mealor, who of course plays Kyle Abbott, and it's direct from the Daytime Emmy red carpet last weekend. So right now, we have his character Kyle, divorced from Summer Newman, co-parenting with her without any firm custody agreement, apparently. And that's in her own words. Specifically, this week on Y&R, Summer talked to Chance Chancellor and said, Kyle and I never really set up any custody boundaries. That's important, and there's a huge debate among fans. I know there's probably a huge debate among commenters here. And of course, we're having to take into effect real life, REEL, as in what we see filmed for TV, and real life, REAL, how things go out in the actual human world, not the soap opera sphere. Here's the thing. Harrison Locke Abbott has a mother. Her name is Tara Locke. She is in prison for financial crimes, not murder. It is not a life sentence. In the real world, REAL, she would be out at some point and coming back to be in her son's life. And they never, ever said on Y&R that Tara signed away her rights to her son. And since her crimes had nothing to do with her relationship with her child or any abuse allegations or anything, Kyle would have had to fight her to strip her rights away. And on top of Tara being his birth mother, his biological mother, the mother who raised him for many years, who presumably still has rights, she just can't exercise them from behind bars. There's the fact that Summer Newman has never been shown to have any legal rights to Harrison on the soap. If anyone says that she does, that's an assumption you're making. We've never been shown her being awarded any legal rights or any mention of it. She was his stepmother. That's it. There has never been a mention that she adopted him, and she wouldn't be able to adopt him unless Tara's rights were stripped away or she signed them away. And her saying on the soap they never set custody boundaries, to me, actually reinforces all of that and tells us where this storyline is likely headed. As an ex-step-parent, she has only as much rights as Kyle gives her. That's it. She is the mom that Harrison has known for the past few years. Maybe he remembers Tara, maybe not. We don't know. But Summer was certainly his day-to-day mother for years and the woman married to his dad. But not his legal mom, as far as Y&R has ever shown us. And that's where things could get really messy. She already told Chance she's worried she'll be displaced by Claire. And never once has she said to Kyle or to anybody else that she would take him to court. And I'm of the mind that it's because she has no legal standing. So in terms of the real world versus the soap world, if you have kids, if you've been through a divorce, you know this. Your divorce has to have very clear-cut custody arrangements. The court doesn't want you to keep coming back to ask them to mediate your garbage. So they can actually call a legal end to your marriage and then keep the divorce going in terms of financial arrangements and custody arrangements until that's all ironed out. Brad and Angelina were in court for like 5-6 years over stuff like that. Some of their kids aged out over 18 while they were still fighting. The judge had signed off on only on the end of their marriage, not on all the other stuff. So I do know soaps don't care much about what's legal in the real world, but if Summer has any legal rights at all, I'm thinking that we would have already heard about it, or she would say something like, I could see her saying to Chance, I don't want to have to fight Kyle in court, but I will if I have to. But she hasn't even hinted at something like that. And I do think that's the primary source of her anxiety. She knows she's vulnerable because Kyle could cut her out of Harrison's life. I don't think he's going to. I can't foresee that. After him growing up without a mom, he would not deny Harrison the mother that he's had for the past many years. But still, I totally get Summer's concern. Claire is young, she's cute, she's fun. Kyle's got his eye on her, and Summer is no fool. She's run enough schemes in her time on Y&R to sniff out a troublemaker. And many fans do not buy Claire's act of suddenly being a good girl, this sweet, perfect little Pollyanna person. Jordan tried to warn the Newmans they couldn't trust her because she raised Claire to scheme against them. So Claire might just be biding her time and just be planning to get up to no good. Next week, Claire is in this bizarre little house on the prairie dress, meeting her siblings, Johnny and Katie, and she looks kind of like a psychotic doll to me. And frankly, I do hope that Claire turns out evil because that's very soapy. And Hayley Erin is such a great actress. If you guys don't watch other soaps, you may not have seen her somewhere else. I mean, years and years ago, she was around here on Y&R, but over on General Hospital, oh my gosh, she did solid work. She was amazing. So yeah, she could totally pull off Claire as being this two-faced undercover villain, smiling on the outside, wicked on the inside. So what did Michael Mealor say exactly about this Summer Kyle-Claire plot? He said, it's going to get nasty. No one trusts anyone, which makes good TV. And then Michael Mealor told Michael Fairman that Summer, Jack, and Diane, none of them trust Kyle, but Claire does. And then the actor questioned whether Claire should trust Kyle. And he also admitted that something may be off with Claire. Yeah, I think we all sense that. Given how Kyle has been so harsh with his own mother, Diane Jenkins, whom he loves, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he turns harsh with Summer at some point if she keeps pressing him about Claire. And just as Kyle keeps insisting that Claire should be allowed in Harrison's life, Summer may keep pushing back. We also may see Kyle pulling a stunt, like telling her, I'm the one who decides, not you. The other day he was nice to Summer and he reassured her, you are Harrison's mom and you always will be. But that doesn't mean he's not going to change his tune and say, you're not, you're just my ex-wife. He could say something terrible like that. We all know how insufferable Kyle Abbott can be when he gets his overpriced man panties in a bunch. So what do you think? Just how nasty is this gonna get? Is Kyle going to get in over his head with Claire, who might be a wolf in sheep's clothing? Will Summer have to step in to try and protect him and Harrison both from the naughty nanny? I am very excited to see where this goes and exactly what it means about this plot turning nasty. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments below. Please click that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And definitely come back soon. We're talking Young and the Restless 7 days a week. And as always, it is Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.